Okay, so this is mainly a cleaning up part, like we're not really going to be doing anything too big here. It's mainly just a cleaning up part, doing some side stuff, getting some loot and stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm hoping it won't be as long an episode. I believe this is the direction, because there should be like a boss hidden down here. Oh yeah, that did a decent chunk. There should be a boss hidden down here that I missed when I originally went to Stormvale Castle. Well, it's not a boss, apparently it's a mini boss, and it gives you access to... message. You know what, while we're here, let's actually check out my messages. Haha, yeah, be wary of gorgeous view. Like, yeah, this is definitely an easy area because we got such a high level weapon from the previous parts. But there should be an enemy hidden somewhere around here. There's a magic spell. I also do have another thing I want to do, but that's for later. Be wary of monsters, I'm guessing. Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, you don't really... Yeah, mate, you don't really do damage, so it's like... I can, like, heal once and, like, all your damage is undone. But now it's just being weird. Like, what are you doing? Okay, so he's just gonna wait for me to get near and just hit attack again and again. Yeah, I could tank that with this attack. Okay, nice. Anyway, there should be... So we defeated the mini-boss, I believe. And now I believe we have to, based on what I've checked, because apparently this is required for like a quest line that can help you at some point. I'm not entirely sure. Which bloodstain? No, I'm trying to figure out where the bloodstain is because... Where's the bloodstain? Oh, okay, this is confusing. Unless I came too late and that's messed up the quest somehow. Okay, it's telling me that I need to touch a blood stain. But I don't get what that means. Like, I really don't get what that means. Like, that seems quite... No, I don't get what it means by touch bloodstain. It says touch bloodstain. What does that mean by touch bloodstain? Oh, is it this bloodstain? No. Unless it meant pick up the item, which is mighty incomprehensible. Well, I've touched every bloodstain in the area, so it's like... Okay. Okay, yeah, it's this bloodstain, okay. Just to give people a literal clear answer, try here. Okay, so now we actually have what we needed. We can go back to the round table. Gonna put that down to try and help people, and he should spawn somewhere. I think, if I did it right. Not sure where he spawns though. Okay, he spawns here apparently. So we go... I forgot which way. It's this way.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need? The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives Plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. The world has grown crooked. You'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. Ah, D is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying, but our paths have since diverged, though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. This is a black... I can scarcely believe you managed to get... You recall our conversation about the night of the... They say the assassins who carried out the deed were scions of the Eternal City, a group entirely of women. The knives they wielded, though, were... Please, I beg of you. I'd love nothing, though only a fragment. Traces of the one who performed... Half my body has been suffused with death. I'm certain it will help me see. Ah, you do... Looks like we both got pointed out of Stormvale. Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. As you might...
Oh, that's not bad.
I still can't move. My fighting days behind me.
Oh my nose.
Need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
Okay, so I think we completed his quest now. Which means we can actually access the next part of the quest, which unlocks, I believe, after this. still, like, that was actually pretty good. That was pretty quick and good, like, nothing too complicated, you know? I have no idea what... No idea what to do now. Give me 1 second, I actually need to quickly clear out my throat. Okay. Not even sure I need to do Roger's thing, but that's still a nice side quest, so we'll just do side stuff. I had a nasty heckin' fit, because I think I'm coming down with a cold or something. No, I believe we get around this way, and if I've done this, if I got to the right location, I believe we can go around like this. And then we can go to a location. I might have gone to the wrong area though. It doesn't look like it because I went around like that. I just hope the dragon hasn't respawned because I know he was here, but I believe he just runs away. No idea if you get anything if you're actually able to kill him. Of course the path is blocked. Lock shut for now. What do I do then? Or do I go up here first? I'm thinking. So let's go to Rennie's Rise. But there has to be a way through, right? Like, they wouldn't just lock you out, would they? Like, that seems a bit weird. There's also an Ash of War I want to get, because apparently it's really good for dodging, though I'm not sure how true that is. But it might actually help us with the irritation of boss tracking being so broken in this game. I'm not joking, I might actually go mad from all the 180 turn, slap you in the butt, poke you in the nose and break your neck in 2 seconds bosses like to do. Is this place unlocked? Probably not. How do I get in? Like... Oh, I think I've been invaded. Oh, no mind. It was just a really laggy thing right there. Well, I guess I could go back to Sorcerer Roger and see if he's got anything. There has to be some way to unlock the door, right? So I'm thinking maybe Roger will tell us. At least that's my hope. If it doesn't, that'd be kind of annoying.
Ah, my examination is complete. Now I have a fairly good idea who performed the rite upon the blade. Lunar Princess Rani. One of the demigod and sister to General Radahn and Praetor Rykard. Hers was the name I discovered in the imprint. Truly, you have... But if I might be so bold, if Rani truly is the one who plotted that fateful night, then she should bear the curse mark of destined death somewhere upon her flesh. I would like you to procure it for me, and then all will be laid bare. I have some idea. There's a manor to the north of it is the familial home of the... There's been talk of the old royal's Rani's whereabouts since the shattering, but I suspect she might have returned. I'm afraid there's something Do you know of those who live in death? The very notion of life in death defies the Golden Order. By Dee's account, these defiled fiends must be expunged. But truth be told, you may find this peculiar. But I discovered something in my examination of the Knight of the Black Knight. These souls have committed no offense. They have every right to life. Only... Dee was telling that he discovered them. The centipede is an ancient... As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them, and if they were...
Okay, so her home map. I believe now we can go here. I believe now we can go here since we've unlocked it. We got the knife. I should have probably done that first. Wasted a little bit of time, you know, but I believe I've figured out where to go now. So we go this way. We also can like unlock that certain golden one, I believe, because we actually cracked. We got not cracked it. We got the sword stone. Don't pay mind to me, wolves. But yeah, I'm thinking we should be able to get in it now. Like, I'm imagining the dagger will let us do that. Though to seem odd if it didn't. No, it still blocks. I don't get it. How do we unlock it then? Well, there has to be some way to unlock it. Oh, this is baffling me. Okay, I have no idea if this will work, but I'm wondering if, like, now we've unlocked the elevator, because I bet... Oh, yeah. He's there. So I'm guessing like we unlocked the gate. We unlocked this due to like
long time. Seems we're fated to keep crossing paths.
Oh, okay.
Now the way ahead is pleasingly simple.
I'm guessing like we unlocked this now finally, which is great.
Champions, welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions, prepare for battle!
Or did I break the dialogue like an idiot again? Hey, a brain on my part. Well, I'm guessing we can finally kill Radahn.
Good and prepared, young chum. The festival...
Okay, so
Before we begin,
that gives me some idea of what to do.
to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions, the celebration of war! You will find the General Radahn is divested of his and howling at the... You will General Radahn divested and howling.
I wonder if you can find all these guys in the world, or are they just AI?
Ah, indeed I thought I might find you here. By the by, well, it is none other than General Radahn himself to think. Oh, gosh. But the fear, be sure to get a good eye.
But what if you can actually talk to those characters or not? Like, I'm wondering if like you can end up talking to all these people or not. But anyway, we gotta face General Radahn now. I think it's my guy's hair's black, so I'm wearing a wig. My guy's already got pretty decently long hair, which is funny. But I guess it's time now to face the General. Which will be the second demigod, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I get where you can't unlock that door, but whatever. Here we go to the sands below. I think I'm kitted out for this fight, wouldn't you agree? Like, I feel pretty kitted out. Let's just change these guys out, because why they revive a lot. Like, I do also have another plan where I want to upgrade some of my stats to... Excuse me a while, sorry. But I want to upgrade some of my stats to get access to more magic, like faith type stuff, because I feel like I'm lacking any form of range. Or why I could get a bow. Honestly, I ain't in the mood. Oh, gee. He's just pounding me underweight. Okay, that accuracy is cheese. There's no dodging that. Okay, so you have to roll like a madman and just hope. I'm gonna get cheesed to death, ain't I? Here we go with the spam. We've only got... Okay, we're just summoning everyone then. Oh, that questionable hitbox. Oh, yes. Excellent boss design. Just have him run away and spam. Very, very fun and balanced. Now, how am I meant to hit him when he just skids halfway across the map all the time? Oh yeah, here we go. More spam. You're a little fat for that horse. I couldn't even get to his face in time. Like, this is how unfair the fight is. Like, you can't even get close to his face in time. Like, what am I meant to do there? He just turns like a... He's like a Beyblade or something. Like... Oh, yeah, here we go. Now it's time for the cheese to initiate full gear. So would it be fair to call this fight the physical incarnation of slow poison? Like, not as in it's like a bad... I'm actually enjoying the fight. It's just annoying because it's like, we were going to skid around like he's not actually got that annoying of a moveset. His moveset's pretty decent. But he's like a Beyblade in his movements. It's like, meow, meow, wee, woo-ah, woo-ah. It's like, oh my goodness. Look at these movements. They're so toxic. I'm dead. Like, I love how I could predict death right there. I was like, I'm dead. Because the guy's spamming like no tomorrow with his movements. Like, his movesets are just annoying. Like, he's fun to fight. He's just annoying to deal with because he's like, wee woo. I'm gonna fly all over the place and make no sense in my movement. I wonder if I could summon my walls or not. Travel to another location. Okay, here you can't do that. And here we go with the lock-on cruise missiles. I literally clicked to roll in the game, was like, nah. Oh, here we go. No matter what, you're gonna get hit. Because his ranged attacks are busted. He is busted. Noob mode enabled. You're gonna get hit no matter what. Like, good luck winning this fight when he wants to just cheat the entire fight. And I'm dead because I was literally frozen underneath his body because he is okay, I'll tell you back what I said. This fight's not good, it's trash. Like, if this is how he's going to be fighting, like, oh, look at me, my Beyblade movements are so fun and cheesy and cancerous and are completely busted. Because I can just zip around the map like I've got supersonic speed powers while doing bucket loads of damage and just spamming. It's like, is this really how every boss in this game's going to be? Like, the spam galore, no interest in, like, movesets, just range lock on? Like, if he was pure melee, I wouldn't mind as much, but it's like, it's that attack. You can't dodge it unless you roll last second. And there's no way to roll it because you click roll and the game's like, nah, not allowed. But that's literally the only way to dodge it, just roll. And it still hits you because the game's like, balance, legitimacy, don't understand the meaning. The fact it tracks you. The fact it tracks you like that. He's literally targeting you. He pays no mind to other characters, drains your healing, because that's how much healing you need to actually even get close. But I guess you could go on horseback. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, here we go with the cheese. Here we go with the cheese. Lock onto me only and then Beyblade around the arena. when Dark Souls used to be about fair but challenging? Yeah. You remember when that used to be Dark Souls' motto and now it's this utter cancer? Gotta love the cheating tracking, isn't it? Oh, 180 turn slam! 180 turn slam! Very balanced, not all cancer. No, very balanced. Balanced to the T. No, the tracking ain't completely broken and needs a massive nerf. Like, literally, that's all they have to do. Just nerf the bloody tracking and don't make things do these stupid arc attacks to hit you. That's all they have to do to fix this game. Just nerf the tracking massively. Stop making attacks turn in midair. Stop it. It's not fun. It's the literal... This was meant to be side quest galore and now I'm stuck in... Oh yes, hit me through wall. Ah yes. Okay, here we go with the cheating. Unreactable attacks. Very fun. Unreactable attacks, very fun. Look at that tracking! That is cheating! That's actual cheating. Look at that! It turns in midair! There's no way you can survive without at least using that many heals here. That is cheating. Bad design galore. I'm literally... Oh yes, that hit me. I see what you were trying to do. And here we go, the tracking cheating. Where he just stops and then turns. You guarantee a hit on you. Oh, and the fall. Very fun and balanced. Sarcasm. Oh yeah, we get it. You gotta use your cheese exploit moveset. Oh, this is why I want to invest in faith and magic. You can't even hit him because he just moves so wonkedly and jankedly. It's not fun, it's annoying. And here we go, trying to exploit the tracking again. This is all this enemy does, this tracking exploit. With his janky movement. Like, this is the thing, you make a good boss fight bad by having such janky tracking. That's so busted. Yeah, I get it. But I can't get near him because as soon as I try, he just tracks me to death. But that's what I mean. I get near him and he's like, immediately, nope. As soon as I try and get near him, he just starts using his tracking exploits. I can't get close without him just spamming. But I got 2 hits in. That's all I was able to get in. And then he runs away. And here we go, the tracking exploit. I was about to be like, that hit. This is what I mean! How's that not an exploit? The turning on these attacks is utterly cheating. I was about to be like, that hit me. Oh my goodness, that attack. Okay. Didn't hit me, but whatever. Oh yeah, sure game. No, it's fine. You just have to use tracking exploits where the enemy goes all janky and flies all over the place while he has perfect targeting. Yet if I tried to play like that, I wouldn't be able to hit a thing because, you know, I actually have to aim. These enemies don't have to aim because they can just track your button inputs. This is why I can't say this is top tier game, because that tracking is just cancer. Like, no matter what way you put it, tracking in this game is awful when it comes to enemies. Now, the fact to even get close to him, I have to use, like, what, 5 heals? 5 heals to get close. You think anyone's going to like that? Oh, look! Literally unreactable attack. Unreactable attack. Unreactable attack. Because, you know, by the time you healed, you got hit. I'm just going to block. I don't care. Just block it. It's the only way to save my health bar. Like, if I had a good shield, like, maybe that would work. Okay, yeah, okay. It seems you just have to block your way up there. Like, this is the thing about the game. Like, it really wants you to block a lot. Like, I could go on horseback, but I'd rather not. Oh, yes. I can't attack because... Like, look at that! If that ain't cheating, I don't know what is. Like, holds the animation for 10 bloody years. And I'm almost out of heals because he literally held the animation for 10 years. I can't even get close. I think that may be the second time I've ever got that hit to connect. Oh, yes. Yes, that totally hit. yes, phase through my hitbox, why don't ya? That's what I mean about this boss. It's not well designed, it's not well designed, and it's not well designed. It's badly designed, it's exploitative, it abuses like, I swear this is why they gave so many enemies ranged attacks, because they knew they could just exploit it. Like, it really feels like they dropped the ball with the bosses in this game. Like, generally I have more fun with normal encounters than I do with boss encounters, because it feels like you have to be like level 100 to enjoy it. I'm not joking. Boost garden ability, I guess. Because I'm gonna have to block this stuff. No, this is the only way I'm gonna survive here. Like, I wish I had a great shield, like that would be better. But I'm gonna have to just use this because I'm gonna be utterly obliterated otherwise. Guard, run. That's all I can do, like just block and hope for salvation. So that's literally all I can do to survive, just block. That went on for questionable length. But yeah, like, it seems with this boss, it wants you to block. Like, trying to fight it without blocking is a suicide mission. But I take it back, it does seem to actually want to encourage you to play a strategic way. It does want to actually encourage you to play strategically here. So I take back it. Like, maybe that's been the problem. I haven't been blocking enough. Maybe that's why the game's been punishing me. You know, it could be the explanation. Like, it would be an ingenious way to encourage people to block more. Oh, jeez. Except from that cancer, like, screw that. Oh, here we go, tracking. Tracking at its finest, where it's like this endless. Okay, let's get up here. Oh, what hit me? What hit me? What hit me? I was hit by thin air. Literally no, there is no reaction. Like, okay, I take that back. It seems you need a giant 100 upgrade great shield to survive this trash. Like, I will stick by this tracking his cancer. Now, the fact that you can't just walk to the side to dodge that far away. Like, if it was closer, maybe I wouldn't have a problem, but it's that far away. It's so far away. And yet the game's like, don't care. Don't care how far away it is. Oh, that hit me, I'm guessing, because my shield wasn't at the right angle. Okay. I'm just gonna block. I don't care. That's my response. I guess you just gotta have your shield up at all times and hope. Hope and pray. I've only had the extreme protection. I don't mean to two-hand the shield. But that would have been funny if I could kill him with a shield. Okay. Oh, I love the infinite combo. Right? Very fun. Oh yes, yes, very balanced. Balanced. Balanced! I'm being sarcastic very clearly. I'm being heavily sarcastic about how balanced this game is. Because it's like, even with a shield, like what you're meant to use, the game still goes, what? Sorry, you're using a shield, don't care. That's literally the game's response. It's like, oh, you're using the mechanic we're forcing you to use because we literally have a boss that exploits their broken tracking. And you're still getting your behind handed to you because the boss is exploiting their tracking to such an insane degree with their janky movement and endless comboing that it makes it impossible for you to get a hit in without getting hit. Like, this is the problem. It's like they don't stop attacking. Like, if you literally had one instant, like literally 5 seconds where they didn't attack, I could literally get one hit in. That's all I asked for. Literally the room to get one hit. That ain't requesting much, is it? Just to be able to get a hit in. You know, to play the game. That's my request. Be able to play the game. That doesn't seem like asking for too much. At least in my opinion.
No matter, lay out your own.
Looks like I need some smithing stones. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. You'd think being able to get one hit in would be more than reasonable enough. But no, they just like, nah, don't care. We're just gonna make it the most annoying boss in the universe. Okay. Like, could have put some into, like, attunement, but at this point, like, with this boss, there's no point. I need a good shield, you know? Don't like the look of the shield, but it will do.
Back no matter.
Actually, I could use any shield, couldn't I? I'll use a shield that's a bit more plain looking. Like, it's still not the nicest thing to look at, but it's better. And then I'll get barricade for it. So I have no idea how high I can get this in the upgrade tree, but I'm gonna get as high as I'm able to currently. I also need to get to 3 and 4 runes, which actually, like Bell.
No matter.
Like, that was actually my original goal, but obviously this turned into an absolute mess. Okay, we've got plus 13 on my shield. I have no idea if that does much, but I'm hoping, like, it will. And then we can go to... We'll just teleport and go to the site of Great Useful site. But yeah, like, this boss is a bit just, you know, he's, like, I had planned for this to be like an hour-long video, not a 3-hour extravaganza because of the boss being cheesy as can be. So now we're literally just having to go to absolute nuclear armaments levels. What does barrier do? I want to know what barrier does. Okay, looking. Okay, I literally can't find it. It would be nice to know what the shield barrier actually does. But unfortunately, it won't show me. Isn't that great? Erect when swinging the shield to deflect sorceries incarnate. I wonder if I could parry this boss. Like, that would be interesting, like, wouldn't it? But I'm gonna have no skill just because. If only I knew where reinforce was. I guess I'll find that at some point. But yeah, I'd rather have no skill just because it means I can use my overhead attack.
Champions, welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest
Oh, we have to do this again.
awaits you. The festival.
Okay, skip cutscene.
Before we begin. But now. Oh, this.
There we go. I'm hoping this upgraded shield actually does something. Because I don't like upgrading stuff for it to do nothing. Because that actually took a lot of resources, as you can tell. Like, it took a lot of resources. So I'd rather not have it be worth nothing. See them what? I guess I can summon someone, why not? You know, I'll try without summoning, like, with this upgraded shield, like, just to test it. Because I want to see if this upgraded shield actually costs less stamina to use, you know. It should, because I spent a while upgrading it. I know, does absolute... What's the point of upgrading this shield, then? Okay, that hit me through my block. Oh yes, this is fun. Again, and again, and again, and again. Of course. So yeah, upgrading the shield was utterly pointless. He just combos to the point where your shield breaks and then dodges all your hitbox because reasons. Like, you literally can't get close to him unless he stands still. Like, look at this. He's literally trying to target me. You can tell obviously what he's trying to do. Like, you could obviously tell what he was trying there. Like, it's not very hidden. Oh, it'd be nice if... Oh. What I wouldn't give for a fair fight where he's not exploiting the entire time, isn't it? What I would give for a fight where he ain't just exploiting the entire fight. Okay, here we go. We're slowly killing him. But we are literally on the final legs right now. So hitbox. Be ready to get the most janky you've ever been, I guess. And I'm dead. No, I'm alive! And I'm dead, because of course he has to jank his way to victory. Gotta have his cheesy moveset, gotta have his spam, gotta have his runaway stuff. Every single boss is pretty much like this. Definitely not the worst offender, like that previous boss we faced was far worse offender where it literally just spammed pokes through the wall. But this guy is utter cancer. I'm just gonna say that. Utter cancer. Like, what am I meant to do? Like, I can get his health down, but it's just like, it's so draining to face him. Like, it's not as annoying. Like, I'm complaining a lot, but he's not as annoying as the previous boss. I will admit that. I managed to get a block in. Okay, run. And that seems to be able to get around it. Okay, I dodged that. So it is reactable, it's just very hard to react. Okay, yeah, I was gonna dynamo what there. Okay, I get it, game. Give me your soul! Oh yes, unreactables. Gotta love them. Oh, I blocked just in time. Well, that was going to be a one-shot. I love this boss achieving his way to victory every time. Like, he can't win legit, so he has to cheese his way to victory every single time. Every time. Like, legit, can you call these fights legitimate when he just spams the bow for the opening bit, so you pretty much need a shield? And even, like, upgrading it mentally does nothing, because you've got magic rubbish, so it chip damages you, and your stamina still gets drained utterly, so you need, like, barrier shield, and if you don't have that, well, either go find it or deal with it. And I'm not just going to hop off to find barrier shield at this point. I'm going to beat him. But the fight's just not fun, because it's like, you either have fights that force you to be a mage, or you're forced to use a shield, and it pretty much anyone who tries to be strength just gets punished. Which is why I'm annoyed that, like, strength isn't linked to carry weight anymore. Because it's like, what's the point of having strength then? You might as well just replace strength with endurance. Like, just delete strength entirely. You might as well if you're going to do that. You know? It feels like there's a little point to having it. Okay, I can't summon here. Let's see if I can actually get close to hit him. Probably not. Oh, I got hit in. Nice. I got another hit in. Nice. Oh, I'm getting hits in. Oh, thank God I got him. Bit janky there, but luckily it seems that you don't get punished for that. There we go, he jumped off. And now I managed to drain his health out, so I think I found a strategy. You just need to be ultra patient with him to a very boring level. It's not very fun. He got staggered, here we go! Slap him in the face! No, no, not dying to that. You know what, just to be extra safe. I got him. Here we go. Got him. That guy was cancer. Gee, I never want to deal with that again. Okay, eyeballs burnt out. Sorry, people, but Elden Ring decided to flashbang us, so luckily my screen's so dull in colour at times that it's like it doesn't matter.
What a sick way to fight, eh, mate? And then a falling star. Right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. Well, the wheel of fate has been... If it's on the cards, you are a fine warrior. You are a fine...
Yeah, I never want to do that suffering again. Okay, actually, let's look at my weapons. Because though I wanted to use this weapon for the entire game, I'm wondering. Like, what upgrades what again? Maybe going intelligence might be the way, you know? I believe mind upgrades. Oh, I only can get 2 in. Wow. Wow. I only can get 2. I might have to reallocate my stats, considering. Oh, that was utter nightmare fuel, though. Like, it turns out the boss isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. There is openings, but it's like you really have to exploit the battlefield. And it's not the most enjoyable. Now let's go see if the guy actually says anything now that we've killed the boss guy. Is he going to be like, oh my goodness, you actually killed him? I didn't think it was possible. He's probably going to be like that because he probably expects us all to go into our deaths. Okay, she only bows. Let's see what this guy's got to say.
At last. Brave champion, the celebration was spectacular. Festering with rot and crippled by madness. Finally, I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. May we meet again. May we meet again.
I have no idea where your quest goes, but I'm pretty sure you could do. Anyway, now we should be able to go up here. Now we should be able to access the manors. Like the little rise places, because I believe you have to actually beat Radahn to unlock them. Kind of annoying, but I don't mind. Let's go to Rennie's Rise. And the shield was utterly useless, in all honesty. Like, it really only worked to block. I should have just got a great shield or something and barricade shield. It would have probably been more effective than wasting upgrade material. Lower waste. Well, I was definitely on the right damage. I wonder if my level's too low. Like, let's look at my stats. Like, I'm 68. So who knows? Okay, I've beat Radahn, but I don't get what I'm meant to do. Like, what am I meant to do to unlock Radahn? Like, I'm pretty sure you're required to beat Radahn, and then what else do I have to do? I guess we can go down here and check this. This is annoying when you can't figure out what to do because you want to actually talk to the girl again and it's like, nope. But yeah, I am probably going to definitely reallocate my stats at some point. I hope it's not just a one-time thing though. Oh, this is still blocked. Okay. I have no idea where to go then. Because I've beaten Radahn. So what do I do now? Is this confusing? Unless, okay, I'm looking at a map and I think I was actually going to the wrong area. I think there's one more you can go to, which may be the right one. If it is, that will make me facepalm, you know, because it'll be like, oh my goodness, how am I so blind? Best me. You know, it's like where you're blind and it's like, doesn't that look like a tower on the map? Because I was just thinking, like, for a second, I'm like, you know, when I look at the map, it looks like a tower's there. I wonder if there's a tower there. And then it's like, if there's a tower here, I'm gonna laugh. There's a tower here. And it's unlocked. Of course it is. Alright, here we go. Ranny's Rise. Oh my. This just shows my incompetence, people. I am blind as a bat to actual navigation. I wonder if I could access this place even before now. Like, that would have been hilarious if I could. Nothing hidden here. But still, that's just embarrassing. Utterly embarrassing. No safety.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty.
Oh, Rena.
I have no memory of inking thee an invitation. I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed,
No, my nose.
I am the witch Rani. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away. And it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved. And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act, not to bury the past, but all the same, thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here now. Be gone. The curse mark now.
Okay. I guess we go down. This is great. So, will that now unlock the next Rise location, I wonder? Like, I'm hoping it will. Oh wait, I can access the horse in here? Oh, okay, that makes the travel here a lot easier. Oh wait. Oh, there's a path hidden in. Oh, wolf mask. Yeah, that's amusing. Like, there's a path in, is there? I wonder. Oh, well, that makes... That's creative. But it's still blocked shut. I have no way in. It's still blocked shut. Oh, what do I do then? How do I unlock it? This is confusing because the game doesn't really give you any explanation of what to do. I also need to put something on charge, so give me a sec. Apparently there's meant to be some boss on horseback, but I haven't seen that. You know? It confuses me utterly. There's as you approach that tower, you'll be treated to a boss on horseback. I'm keeping an eye out for any bosses, unless I'm still in the wrong area. I can't see any boss on horseback. Like, it's utterly confusing because there seems to be no boss around here. Okay, I have no idea where to go now. It says as you climb the tower, you'll be treated to a last boss on horseback. I think that'd be kind of visible, but I see nothing. Like, I literally see no boss at all. Oh. Is this where we need to go? I can't talk to them. I don't get it. That does absolutely nothing. It's just a useless area. Well, that was a useless secret. I was hoping for like something to help me unlock the door, but no. Apparently there's going to be some horseback enemy. I have yet to see any though, which irritates me to no end, because it's like... Because I've dealt with a dragon here, it ran away. I should be seeing, like... Unless the game's just completely broken, which will not surprise me considering the frame rate issues earlier. Like, that's people complaining about. I never came across as bad frame rate issues as people were complaining. Then again, I actually had the forethought to lower my settings. Yeah, I still can't find... I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. It seems to be... Hey, hope you find the location you want, because the game's not going to help you in any way. Not going to give you a direction. You're useless. I don't get where I'm meant to go. Unless the guy in there was the thing, but I've killed him. So how do I do now? That's locked. I've unlocked. Maybe this one? Maybe it's in a particular order. I don't know. If only this game made sense. If it's locked, I'm gonna bang my head on the table. I'm not joking. What am I meant to do then? Like, all these places are locked. What am I meant to do? Do I go here? Like, this is side quest for you. Like, Dark Souls, say what you want. You could explore an entire area and usually figure something out like that. This game just seems to be like, good luck. We're going to annoy you to the highest degree. Of course I get grabbed because the game's like, hey, fun. That's illegal. Actually know where to go and enjoy what you do. That's illegal. Pretty much this game's motto at this point. I'm utterly lost. I swear there was like a doorway over there. That's what confuses me. I swear like back there was a doorway. It doesn't make any sense. This game's just making less and less sense the more you go along with it. It's just becoming more confusing and more irritating. It's like, yes, I want to find secrets, but I don't want to rip my hair out trying to find the most obscure looking, near invisible rubbish. Is this the way to go? Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's Smithing Stone 3, and that direction is completely useless. Using what? Oh, go away. Go away. No one cares. Oh, Ice Crest Shield, completely useless. Unhand, of course. So I'll make this the most annoying area in the world, right? You're just trying to simply navigate and you just get grabbed, slapped, grabbed, slapped. And have no idea where to go because the game seems to just be like actually pointing you in a direction that's illegal. It just tells you, go away, and that's it. It does nothing to help. But yeah, that's really good for like doing a quest line, isn't it? Very enjoyable. Now, I'm not saying the game's bad, I'm just saying these small little details do drive me up the wall. Oh, where do I even go at this point? Like, it feels like, oh, how like how do you even get into these towers? That's what I want to know. Okay, I think I figured out what to do. We need to actually go to where the beam hit, which was here, and I believe it went to here. So we're gonna go to the Church of the Plague, and maybe that will give us the location. I'm thinking. Maybe, or is it down here? When the map's never clear on what you actually. Oh no, it's here. Never mind, it's this location. Sorry, I went to the wrong location. Yeah, we gotta go here somewhere. And that will give us our location. Anyway, now we just gotta run around, I guess. Until we see an odd sight. Oh, yeah. That's an odd sight, isn't it? Yeah, like, odd sight is odd sight. But I guess, like, people who actually pay attention might notice this. Like, if you just think, hey, where's this go? But even then, it's still like, oh, how do we get down there? Okay, up here. Because my navigation skills are absolutely abysmal. figuring all this out on your own, like, you're just gonna have to discover it on accident. Like, you would need to be that kind of person who just goes back and forward, like 20, 100 years on the road. I'm not joking, like, I don't get how people find this stuff so quick. Utterly ridiculous. Hidden path. No, it is not. That is death. It says hidden path ahead, and it's like, nope, you're dead. Like, I hate these signs. It says hidden path ahead, and then it's like, actually. Well, I was thinking you probably need to jump along the rocks, but it was like, I also should probably get Radahn's gear, because I'm pretty sure outside, like, the graph did. Well, there is a hidden path, just gotta figure out how to get to it. Grab you. Haha! This way is the way you go. Yeah, just point that way. Might as well check for hidden items, but no. So yeah, just have it point that way. Tell him you want to go this way, not the other way. Okay. Yeah, we're safe here. Okay, we can't use horseback anymore, so we go in. Anything here? Nope. So I guess we just go straight down. Okay. Not too bad. Make sure to grab loot, obviously. And now we found a hidden area, like just running around all this hidden stuff. I messed up because I thought I could make that jump. Apparently not. Apparently the game's like, nope, you're not allowed to make a jump. You're not allowed to sprint. If I was allowed to sprint, maybe I could have made it, but nope. Oh, where do I go then? It's like it's awkward rooftop. And now I've got to figure out where to go. Because even on horseback, this is a long run. There's also that underground area I still need to do. Oh wait, I'm gonna go this way, am I? Oh yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Okay, gotta be very careful here. Because one false step could get me killed and then I have to go all the way back. This map. Oh, frame rate. Finger remedy. Smithing stone 5. How do I get down without getting hurt? My question. Can I just drop down? Oh goodness. I was about to be like, if I die there, I will be upset. And there we go, thank goodness, we actually made it now. Okay, Side of Grace. No, I'm just paying them no mind. Like, they can run all they want. Ain't gonna help them. Bell. Is that it? Can I not go anywhere else? Oh well, might as well give the bell over, isn't it? Yawn yawn. Easy money. Well, I say easy money, but then we forget the suffering I literally went through. But it's not easy money, it's just pain. Pain. I guess it's the only way to put it. Oh, I can just click square to go to round table hole. Nice. That's a shortcut and a half. Now we can give the bell to the bell lady, which is this way. We also can no, it's not. It's this way. That's the finger, and so we'd go this way. And now we got that to offer. Oh, did I never buy the Knight's Legs? You know what, let's buy 20 of those, isn't it? Let's have a bunch in stock. Like, might as well.
Greed, are you here for... I can hear it from the howler. You should keep... I know you should...
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
I might as well upgrade that. And then there's all of this. Flambeau. Heavy greatsword. What I'm kind of using. Okay, that's done. Now maybe we go back to her, she'll talk to us. I have no idea. Because we literally did just discover a secret underground environment that's like, yeah, you want to know about that? Yes, no, maybe? You know what?
The curse now. The cow. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. Be gone.
I have no idea what to do now. I guess we could get the +3 and 4 stuff. But that might work. No idea what this means. Or is this a show where multiplayer is going on? I knew there was a cave here. Like, there has to be a cave here. It's just how to get down. Like, I just looked up a map where this location is, and it's like, it literally, I was like, this has to be the location, like, to myself, because I mentioned, like, there has to be a way down, and there is a way down. I'm just blind, I'm pretty sure. How do you get down? Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm just blind. I guess when you're tunnel visioned, you don't sort of figure out these things. But yeah, there's a dent in the ground here where you can jump down. Oh, it's very obvious to me now, but my blind eyes needed it pointed out to me, you know? Like, that tends to always be my problem, is like, I'm very blind to obvious things. Unless it's pointed out blatantly, and even then I might be like, what? It's annoying, but yeah, this turned into a full episode now. Like, it's not even gonna be like a quick one. It's just gonna be 3 hours of content once again. Okay, I can just drop down here. Really? Really? Really, game? That is horse meal. It's literally, I'm pretty sure wasn't there like a joke about how like, oh wait, did I just teleport all the way up to where the other guy was? But wasn't there like a joke about how, oh, never mind, it just put me down here, and like, it's not worth going back like 600. But wasn't there like a joke about how, there should be a cave somewhere around here. Here we go. Fade you out. Ignite. And this will give us like infinite 3 and 4s, I believe. That's why you want to come to this area. Not very hidden. I just got... Oh. That's obvious. Like, non-functioning brain, huh? Oh, is that the battle we needed? I thought it was going to be a boss battle, but now it's in a random chest. Well, I'm going to go till we get the boss anyway. Why not? Living stone +5. But yeah, there's nothing of real worth down here, is there? But I thought I was gonna have to face another boss again, like go through a giant dungeon, but now it's just a hidden little area. Well, now we got infinite 3s and 4s, so that's cool. But there's nothing else here. So that's actually pretty disappointing. I'm gonna be honest. That's actually pretty disappointing. Oh, we cannot travel from this location, so I guess we have to get out. Rest at bonfire, just because it'll be the easier way. Oh, we literally cannot teleport from this location. Weird. No idea what that's a thing, but okay, let's get out of the mine. Now we can teleport, yes? Okay, here we go. Like, this actually was the original goal. It wasn't to fight the guy and do all that gibberish. It was to get the bell. That's actually the original goal of this entire thing. But it turned into an absolute cluttery mess. But now we can get all these. And I believe using the Remembrance of the Scourge we can get a weapon or something. So I'm just Ubering that up, just buffering that up with stacks. We get a great bow, which I don't want, or sword. The sword looks nice, so we're getting the sword. And now we can get his armor. Which is expensive. But I imagine it's going to be a lot more... Like, really? This armor is somehow stronger. I don't get how. Wow. Well, I guess we use this. I just like this armor better, like, it just looks better. I wonder if we can ask... Actually, we can talk to this guy now, can't we? He'll probably have some more information. Went the wrong way. Like, I am stupid. I feel dumber and dumber as the days go by.
Ah, yes. Allow me to find out. She hides in it. She knows that.
Well, I've killed 3 demigods, so it's like... I'm guessing you're not giving me anything for that?
Always good to... So, I see. When Rani shed her flesh, you know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Rani's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it. Can you become Rani's vassal to while in her service and determine the location of her I realize that I'm asking you to put yourself in grave danger, but I know you've got what it takes. Quite possibly the only one, in fact.
Okay. Looks like that's how we do it. Now we can go up here. We've also got to continue the volcano area, so once we got all this going, I'll probably continue the volcano area. Oh, there's a... Oh. Wow. Well, that's just a quicker way down. So even if it's not the most effective armor, it just looks nice. So I use it. Like, sometimes you don't want to be effective, you just want to look good. After all, it seems like it's smashed no matter how heavy my armor anyway.
Those seekers now. Oh, is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid. Is that affording thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt? Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme.
Well, she's smart at least. She's not like most.
If my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee. Good. Then art thou aware of the star that struck Limgrave? It left a vast crater. Go there to find the city's hidden treasure. I, like thee, heed not. I'm sure. I, like thee, heed not. I'm sure.
Okay, now we go to the city. So, where would... Okay, it looks like we're going to actually go... We'll be over. Yeah. That's my English right now. Alright, I need to get out of the building, don't I? Okay, outside now, can I travel? You know what? Who cares if I lose some point? Like, it's so small that it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, this episode has been a mess. Like, I would edit it, but I'm too lazy to. Like, as always. Oh my goodness. It doesn't even matter. I actually have to go out and get down to get out of here. Excuse me?
So you were the one. You've defeated General Radan. A grand reward. Again, I am E.G., the Carian royal family's dedicated black. Together. Let us give all that we together.
Okay.
I see. You must... Yes. I am Sullivan. I don't know what it is the mistress sees, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly... I come and pay should you wish to be of act. If it were up to me, I wouldn't. But who am I? I come and pay should you... If it were up, but who...
Your attitude is gonna get you killed, you know? Huh. What? There's a barricade around the place. This is strange as can be.
Let us give all together.
How do we get out? Okay, there we go. Nope. We're still blocked. What is going on? Thou have questions of great importance. Eh. Like, we're gonna have to talk to her again? Because we're literally locked in. Why have you locked us in? Let us out! We have a game to complete. Or is that what that...
I shall soon, and it will be so this doll's still. I look forward. And it will be. I look.
Oh, so we have to fully talk to her. Now we can leave. Are you joking? This is where we gotta go. So we get down to the city, and it seems we have to talk to Roger, so their quests are linked. In what way? I have... There'll be a path around here somewhere that leads us to where we want to go. Here we go with the fact that they can just stun lock you for no reason. And that. Oh yes. Ultimate unbreakable shield rubbish. I literally can't get around this stupid shield. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna clear out all these parasites because they're just spamming like no tomorrow. Try gesturing. Is this a troll again? Let's try gesturing. Will it work? Probably not, but might as well try it, you know? Yeah, nothing. Oh, there has to be somewhere you actually can go, like a hidden entrance. Oh, down here we go. Ooh, thumbnail achieved. No, not auto, I need it off. Thumbnail achieved, I guess. Why is my health still there? Like, I literally turned HUD off and it's still there. Ah, yes. The HUD. Very much makes sense. Okay, let's go through it again. Oh, that's show tutorials. Never mind. Here we go. Move to the right position. Look, right angle. Taunt. And then we full screen it and take a screenshot. Catch it part way through the taunt. Then we save the screenshot. Ow. What hit me? Turn HUD on again because the game's like Hey, you want to taunt? Not in this town. Give it a random name. There we go. Oh, it's one of you. Of course. And there's a stake there, so I'm guessing it's near a boss. Weird whip attack. I'm not sure how, but I'll take it. Oh, another tip. I believe that's how you respec as well, so probably want to grab as many as I can. And this is a boss room. Oh, okay. Unark. Okay, what can we use? Well, we can make 3 of those, so I guess that would be nice. Bleed. And then inventory we can use. Okay, here we go. Excuse me? He has my moveset as well. That's kind of cool. He's spamming my Art of War though. Wait, excuse me? Well, this is an interesting fight, I'll admit. I'm not one for him, bastards! Oh my goodness, that was weird. Silent Tear Mask. Now that is weird looking. Silent Tear Mask. That's not an item you can put on apparently. Oh, no mind, it is. Stranger looking item. So that's kind of funny, like facing yourself. Kind of cool. Of course, it doesn't really matter much because it's like you sort of just crush them underfoot. Okay, you better be honest. They say no items to turn back, but it's like, I knew it was likely a lie, but I didn't care. Like, let's go all the way around. Like, literally, I will run all the way around because there's no point stopping now. Like, when you know something's likely a lie, but you still do it. Okay, you actually have to do... Oh my... I actually ran all the way around now to run back. Oh, this is great. Absolutely glorious. I'm walking into a wall. For a second, my mouse disappeared on my laptop for a second, so I was trying to find a button and I couldn't. Like, I am tempted to start rating these things poor. Nah, not worth it. Like, I could, but it's like not worth it. Ooh, smithing stone. But just first, are we heading to the other city area? Oh, we can get on our horse now. Nice. Yeah, you can't survive that fall. Oh, we're literally above the water area. That's cool. This is literally underground area. No idea what old fangs do. Okay, apparently that is enough to kill you. Doesn't look like it. It never does. Like, it feels like the actual take damage fall is so minuscule here. Like, it's literally a smidget. And then anything beyond that tiny, tiny little crack. Like, I've seen, like, a literal joke about it. I have seen a literal joke about it where they're like, here is acceptable fall damage. And then this tiny little dot. And here's unacceptable fall damage. And then it's pretty much the rest of the bar. Like, so it's like, no damage, tiny smidget, full bar. I don't do as much damage as I remember I'm doing. I'm guessing that's the way you're meant to go, but first I want to get my things back. First, let's actually go lower because the game seems to think any, like literally any full damage is death, except from the most minuscule space. I was surprised I didn't take damage there. Well, we've written the stuff up there, so I'm thinking now we need to go down here, right? The fact you can get into the city the normal way is kind of funny. Oh, thank goodness, it's up the bazooka accuracy. Where do we go then? Oh, there we go, there's the bazooka. This is hollowed ground, so there's got to be something here. Something that we're not noticing, you know? There's another red fox. Okay, I get it. It's just cheese. Just summon as much magic as possible and then spam. You're dead. You get nothing. You lose, sir. Good day. I wonder what's this way. I wonder. I was about to, like, that kills me. Oh, that would be funny. Oh, we can up there, can we? Probably. Oh wait, I see. I see. Are we stuck down here now? Oh no, we're not. We can go up like this. Careful. Oh. There we go. Is this it? That key item. Astral infant's head. Yeah, I have those dragon hearts I need to use as well. Or is it a piece of armor? I'm guessing it's an item that you have to use because it would seem weird otherwise. Okay, I don't think there's a normal. Okay, here we go. Up like this. Now we can figure out what the Astral Infant's head does. It should be under key items. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't like I picked up, it doesn't show up. Either way, let's head back to the hollowed grounds. Okay, I'm mildly confused. No, apparently this is an item you can use. Oh, so it sprays vapor. Well, that's useless then. That is useless. I guess I could go back or like figure it. Teleport to the city maybe, I don't know. Confusing stuff is confusing. Oh, did I skip part of the I think the thing is, what's confusing me is I skipped part of the quest. So I've actually got to find an item. So I think that's the thing, is I'm actually have been going all over the world and I've been missing part. I guess you could skip parts of the quest, it shouldn't be too bad. But I pretty much skipped a large chunk of it apparently. So I now have no idea where to go. Okay, apparently I have been potato brainy. But I need to go down here. Enter the ground, so I guess we can actually just go to Mimic Tier. You know? But apparently I've been potato brained. Of course I have. I think I need to get on the rooftops, apparently. Of course my IQ is below 0. How'd you know? Isn't it? But yeah, I'm thinking up there and down. I think that's what we have to do. Like, I could tell you, you could literally follow a guide and still get completely confused if you don't, like, stop to think for a second. Because there is no way your average player is going to be figuring out all this stuff. They just, like, it is just like, there is no help in this game to figure stuff out. It just says, go here, look around, maybe you'll find what you're looking for, but it's unlikely. But yeah. Here we go. Now we have this. Now we can get down here. I found it triggered something, but I'm not sure which. Oh, I triggered you. Now, where do I go? Barely made that jump. Oh, they really love their R1. No, game! Game! Talk about utter nonsense. Like, it detected an input roll that happened way after I even clicked the button. Oh, that is cancer. It detected it after after it was like mid-animation or something. I have no idea. Because I clicked to roll inwards and it did the complete opposite. Like, because of the weird spinny thing, I'm guessing maybe messed up its aiming. But even then, that makes no sense. Because, like, you do this slash attack and then you click to go like this and it goes like this instead. It's like, eh. Sure, game. Cost me my 20,000 runes because you decided for no reason that I was going to die there because reasons. Sure, that's totally legitimate. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but it's like, this game at times. It feels like at times you're going to overjump or you're going to underjump, or the game's just going to be like, nah, you're getting even, you're just going to flop. Even a point to picking you up. Okay, so you have to really late jump there. Great to know. Oh, they're like real players annoying. I love how they're target. I guess I don't have aim assist on, do I? Because aim assist can really mess you up at times. Okay, now let's figure out how to get down without being murdered. I guess we just go all the way along. Why not? I wish, like, when I used them, they actually gave me useful items. Of course they don't, though. Why would they give me a useful item? Actually, first, let's go grab that item. Wall. We can't use horse in here. Oh, we get a tier for that. Nice to know at like 40 plus poise you can poise through a dagger attackable things. Eh. Celestial Dew. Golden Rune. Cotton. A giant. And a teleport rune. I'm guessing this is what we need. So we got the finger slaying blade. That sends us back here, so now we can actually go back to the surface and just return to where I believe. Ooh, almost jumped out. Well, it wouldn't have killed me, but still, better to be cautious, especially after I lost 20,000 because of stupid jumps. I'd rather not fall right now, you know. If I don't have to fall ever again, I'll be happy. But knowing my luck, I will. Also, make sure to send this down so I don't have to pull the lever again.
Not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? My thanks. Soon must I begin my journey. Ah, take it. Might upon which is I can fathom what thy purpose might be. Neither of us is welcomed by the brighter path. You may leave now. It was but what thy purpose in you may leave. I too am. What is it? Thy purpose in approaching you may leave. I too am.
So now we need to get to study hall. Where's the study hall located? Oh, it's in the manor, so I can teleport there at least. That's one thing. Well, actually, first, I think there's another thing I need to do. Quickly. Just quickly, you know. So I'm teleporting around a lot. Like, this is actually quite complex. Like, I don't usually have such complex things, you know. Like, I would usually just play a game to its main path. But in these games, I never play the main story first. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, in every single version, I've always gone for the most annoying endings. I believe I can enter the towers now. So it wouldn't make sense if I couldn't. Especially since the guy said I'm welcome in his tower. Chest. Give thy loot. So that's witch's attire. That transports us to another location. Nice. Now I need to get to you, actually. One day I'll actually be able to put down a marker without failing 100 times. I wonder if that's her, like, old clothes from her original body. Could be. But I wonder if this is what they were on about with, like, the stars and all that. So this is some, like, it's not really Lovecraftian like people thought. Instead, it seems to be more like just normal. Funny little face. Anyway, we can now go and get to the study hall. Where is the study hall, though? Oh, no idea what it's pointing. No point. Now I'm confused. The game's confused me. Oh wait, no, here. Why is the study hall all the way down here? Like, okay. I'll take it. So this annoying place actually had a use. I'm guessing something hidden got unlocked. Yeah. Ah. It turned everything upside down. Now what do I do? I'm guessing I need to move the elevator first, actually. That could be it. So pull that down and then invert it. That should now give us a path. Never mind. How do we get through here? Really odd. There's got to be a way through here, right? Never mind. I'm confused. I am baffled on what to do. Like, how do I get through? Oh, do I go like this? Ah. Cancerous little hand. You again. Or are you a different person? Either way, you are a cancer to this world. And I'm dead because cheese. Gotta have the cheese. Oh, pew pew pew, pew pew pew. Gotta have the whole armada around you. So, of course. Well, now we got this place entirely upside down. The range. Are you just gonna sit there and spam? Okay, so you can actually hit me now. So let's quickly just get some actual arrows I can use. Okay, that does no damage, so I need to get closer. Of course, that hit me. But we just lost all our healing. No, I'm not getting cheese. You come up here, Han. Okay, game. Oh, jeez. Suffering. That is what this is, suffering. Can I please get some healing back? Oh, okay. Okay, and then up here. Oh, we go down. Oh, these are cold. Oh, jeez, this has been a mess of a mess of a mess, but we finally got something going, you know? Well, yes. Are we going? Oh, so we got access to that, but we need to go back here again, I believe. Because there's an item we need to get access to, so we need to go back here. Actually, no, we don't. We need to grab the curse mark, don't we? And I believe that's here. So, never mind, my brain's just being potato. Dust. At least we can force back this area and there's no giants to slap us around. No wonder no one figured out where the curse mark was though. Like, this is a challenge and a half. Oh, never mind, there's you. Living cancer. Nah, I'm not dealing with you. Go away. I'm not dealing with that nightmare of a monstrosity. Look at my guy showing off his muscles. the way, this is literally the second weapon I used in the game, and I'm still using it. That just shows you how, like, much upgrading is worth in this game. I wonder if this is where a great soul can also be empowered again. Apparently not. But we also got a item, which is raises intelligence. Anyway, now we can go back. Skip to step, you know? And that should be here. So we go along this path. One of the horsemail bosses that I was actually looking for was the boss I already killed. Which means I have not just got Potato Brain, I've got Ultimate Potato Brain because I actually had to complete the Sorcerer's Quest to actually unlock this. I'm not sure why that animation is still played. Okay, climb, climb, climb. And there should be a portal up here. You can go on through. Miniature. Okay, can I? Oh, I can use these. So I guess I can get the rest of that armor. I'd have 40,000 if I didn't die. So that does nothing.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Rani the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter. Perform for me. Eliminate the name of I will not.
Unless I can try and get indoors. Oh jeez, my goodness, this run. Ah, more ants! And I'm getting ganked by them. Oh no. And they're and they're stronger than your regular ants. So gotta be careful. Are you butt spraying me? No. No. Don't butt spray me. Trying to fly in these airlines, I think not. Too ugly. Oh, so you have a hard head. Ooh, bless me. Oh, I didn't click to do that. My knee caught it when I sneezed. No. But this way is actually kind of useless. I guess it's like a sneak place if you want to shoot them. I have nothing to hit him with. If I upgrade my miracles, I could probably have like lightning or something, but I need the magic first. And considering how slow stats actually upgrade, I'm guessing that's why they weren't as worried about putting like endurance as the weight carry stat, you know? I think this might have been why, because it's just so costly. Actually, let's just rest to get all my magic back. There's probably something down that way, but let's go up this way. And daggers, huh? I was trying to attack and it wasn't letting me attack, so it just decided, nope, you're only going to backstab. Literally, that's all it let me do. Like, I was not trying to backstab there, I was trying to R1. And the game's just like, nah, backstab. Okay, so this chest. Let's go. That hat. No idea, but I've got a good pile of loot now. Okay, let's just get around these guys. Okay, that was a nightmare and a half. Oh, almost ran off the edge. There's a ball. stupid, you know? I know you're alive. Ah, old trap. Like that, the door magically opens. Got another tier at least. Careful not to overshoot it. Love how I'm just getting a bunch of armor now, though. Level 7. Oh. Here's another stone, isn't it? We all know it. You're an annoying little thing, aren't you? Okay. Oh, I get it. So it's a spam fest again. Okay, let's get rid of you. No, you. And of course, I'm not allowed to act, am I? No, you just get instant attacks over and over again. Because of reasons. And spears are so cheesy with shields. But at least when you're facing them, they're cheesy. When you're using them, they're probably trash. I get it, you like poke spamming. That's what I mean, it's like, what am I meant to do here? Okay, got rid of you. Now I can flame ball them to death. Come on, try and poke me. You could tell there was some extra oomph on that, like bitter boy bitter. Yeah, I'm salty as it can be with that. Okay, you want to go now? You don't have like your little shields. I have no idea if I've gone the right way. You think you can? Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm blind. Blind. I'm legally blind. Well, I might as well be with how bad my vision is at times. Like, jeez. How do I miss simple stuff like this? Well, I guess it was in a dark corner. My screen is darker than a normal one, so someone else probably have a slightly brighter screen than me. So they'll probably see it better while I go really dark because everything looks shadowed. Oh, my fingers need stretching though. Okay, how do we get... Do we just run past? I guess so. I know we need to go up, I think. No idea in truth. Oh, here, there. How did I miss you? I just started looking slightly to the left and I was like, oh, there's a mounted ant. That's not what I need to deal with. Goodbye. I honestly do not need a mounted ant to deal with. Oh, Grace, thank goodness. You know what, let's pop a level. That's tasty. Oh, that's tasty. Yeah, that's 2 levels right there. Oh. Probably could take some out of endurance in all honesty, considering the fact that I probably already have ridiculous endurance and I could probably just use the damage thing, because I get damaged so heavily that I might as well take more damage. Or even just decrease my health slightly, I could. A smithing stone, a smithing stone. Okay.
Thou art the last. Tell the 2 fingers that Rani's age cometh to rend thy flesh with a fateful wound, ne'er to heal.
Oh, of course, my accuracy is absolutely doggle. I was about to be like, if I get killed by that. Of course, his accuracy is of that of the gods, isn't it? He gets the S tier accuracy, while I get this trash. Like that hitboxes. Like, what am I meant to do against this first hitbox? He's healing. He's healing. He does not need to be able to heal. Why is your hitbox so wide? Ah, yes. Yes, that's how hitboxes work, game. You jump past the enemy. No, the enemy can just go 180, dead. But you jump past the enemy. I probably could posture damage him if I did a jump attack, but isn't it? Where am I even meant to go now? I guess this way. Why do my feet look like slippers? No idea why I can't summon my dogs here. Whatever, isn't it? Now we can start. Roll back. So I counter with it, and then I slam. That's how you do it. Then he heals. Of course. Okay, I clicked a roll and the game's like, nope. You're gonna sprint. I like sprinting as much as the next person, but I don't need to sprint right there. Okay, this is quite an exploitable moveset for this attack. Wow.
Before, my thanks. 'Twas more of a challenge than I envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them. This is farewell, my dear. Tell Blythe and Iji I love them.
Guarded palace key. Okay, so that was a fight and a half. Like, unfortunately, I just exploited it to death because, like, really I'm just tired of enemies just having a super god tier, hyper, mega, ultra armor of doom. Like, I'm pretty tired of dealing with that. But yeah, we're going to leave it off here, people. So I hope you've enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace.